Bayern Munich, winter champions in the Bundesliga. They are very much favourites to go on and once again defend their title. For Borussia Dortmund, once again, a lot of excitement, potential just not being filled. A 3-2 defeat against Hertha at the weekend left Jan-Åge Fjørtoft not happy at all.
The fact is that Bayern have won the league 9 times in a row. That is embarrassing for all the other teams. It's a big compliment to Bayern, but it's also embarrassing for the whole Bundesliga. Ask yourself, how many Dortmund players would be good enough for the first 11 by Bayern? And people will say, yeah, we can't say that. Well, you can say that if you want to compare the two biggest teams in Germany. It's the other teams that got to have a look at themselves. What are they doing?
So frustrating, Julien, to watch Borussia Dortmund at times because there is a lot of quality within that team, but so many occasions they are the architects of their own downfall.
Completely. I think that's a perfect summary of their season so far. Not just this season, but the last, 5 seasons maybe, even going back to the end of the Klopp era, Tuchel, Favre, of course, Rosa now, even Terzic to a certain extent. It's never good enough. You believe in them and they get close at times, and then it's the classicer, they get smashed, and then after that it just implodes. And that's exactly what happens again this season. I don't know how a team with Bellingham and Erling Haaland in it and other talented players can still make the same mistakes and can still lose some of those games against Hertha, for example, who have been very average all seasons, and others. There are some other shocking defeats where Jan was not happy on the Saturday night after on the show. Too many times they can't defend for their lives. I mean, on set pieces they keep conceding the same goals again and again and again. And yes, of course, Hummels can pass the ball with the outside of his right foot. I would rather him being able to defend than pass the ball with the outside of his right foot instead. And it's just been bad. And I guess I think Rosa is partly to blame, not only but partly to blame. And also I think the recruitment team have to look themselves and say, like, okay, defensively we haven't signed the right players so far.
Of course, we've discussed it a lot. The buyout clause for Erling Haaland kicks in next summer for those suitors of the youngster. Let's keep it simple, Don. If you were Haaland, where would you go?
Wow. To be honest, Dan, I honestly don't know. I mean, you think as though Real Madrid are back, but they might be investing all their money in Kylian Mbappe. So can they afford both of them? City feels like a great move. Liverpool, and there's no Liverpool bias in me whatsoever. I could see that being a fit. I don't think he'll go to Man United, but the likely destination probably is going to be Bayern Munich. I think the way his agent...
Oliver Kahn said, didn't he, this week, no, we've got Lewandowski. He's going to be scoring 30, 40 goals for the next 2 or 3 seasons. Well,
there you go. I thought the plan might have been the way the agent looks after them. There's a plan maybe to go to Bayern, win some trophies, then come to England. If Oliver Kahn's saying no, then you've got to trust him. It's a no. And then you start looking at the English clubs. You think Chelsea probably don't need him because they've got Lukaku. Liverpool certainly do. United do. City do. And Real Madrid, I can't see anyone else. Barca haven't got the money I wouldn't have thought to come in for him. PSG maybe. But I'm not so sure at his age. I don't think PSG will be on his radar. I think he'll be looking at Liverpool, Man United, Man City and Real Madrid.
Don hasn't answered my question. Stevie, will you?
I'd say.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, because for the foreseeable future, Manchester City are going to be either at the top of the tree, or even if they have a somewhat tough year, the following year they're going to be back up at the top of the tree.
Right.
You want to win trophies. You want to win the Champions League. A kid growing up in Norway has an affinity with English football. Jan is always telling us that. To me, I think it's a no-brainer. Bayern not going to pay him the money. Why would you go to Manchester United? You don't know what's going to happen over the next 5 or 6 years. I mean, it seems like an easy decision to me, and that is Manchester City.
I totally agree. Listen, as much as Erling Haaland can almost pick which club he goes to, I think in terms of a footballing need, the two Manchester clubs are way ahead of everybody else in terms of footballing need and who can afford Erling Haaland. the two Manchester clubs are way ahead of everybody else. City right now are in far better shape, both in terms of their starting 11 and competing for trophies. Whether Erling Haaland feels that he would prefer to be part of United and that building process and however else they sell it, and him being the foundation for that, that's his decision. But as far as where we sit right now, and if I were advising Erling Haaland, it would be City over United, and then everybody else are very distant third.
Of course, special year for Haaland, even more special for Robert Lewandowski, breaking Gerd Muller's record for all the top goal scorer in a Bundesliga season. 47 games in the year, though. 58 goals, 7 assists. It's really quite an extraordinary record, Jules. Only matched, by Messi, you think, when he had that incredible run of, 90 goals in a season or in a year?
Yeah, 91 that year, he had a calendar year. Cristiano obviously equaled with Lewandowski as well in his peak year. And the thing is that this peak year for Lewandowski is at 33 years of age or 32 years of age. It's incredible when you look at when Messi did it and when Cristiano did it. They were obviously younger, but it's incredible how Lewandowski has just kept improving. I think improving as a footballer to start with, and then improving the numbers season after season to reach this level, which is incredible. We're not going to go back into the Ballon d'Or debate, etc. I think we have to enjoy him, seeing him play, watching him play. This is an incredible achievement that, again, we take it for granted that he's going to score goals, but that many is just done by the two aliens. That's all.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.